How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Today I want to make a review video of owning the 2021 Ford Mustang GT. But before we get into that, if you could do me a huge favor, go ahead and hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. I know we did the 1,000 subscriber merch giveaway. We're going to announce the winner soon, but I have another giveaway plan, so just please keep subscribing to the channel. All you gotta do is subscribe. And also follow our socials on the links in the description below on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Let's get into this. So I've owned this car for about 1.5 years now, and it's been obviously very problem-free. Haven't had any issues with the car whatsoever. Some of the modifications that were done, it has a Ford Performance supercharger. It's rated at 750 horsepower. It has Brembo GT 350R brakes on the front and rear of the Mustang. The front rotors, I believe, are 16-inch, rears are 15s, 6-pot, 4-pot setup. And right now, currently, it's on Mickey Thompson tires, 285 35 19s in the front and 305 35 19 ET Street SS's on the rear. So very sticky tire, great for drag racing. Obviously it has the Motorcraft livery that was designed by the design team at Ford, and cut and installed was all done by Sid over at Signworks, who's a great friend of mine. It has Alpharex USA headlights, has the performance pack optional front splitter, has the red Ford pony logo, and all blacked out bullet grills top and bottom. Classic design concepts rear spoiler. Has custom bespoke badging with the custom cut aluminum brushed GT logo that sits in there, and then the original GT black badge sits there, and then custom Motorcraft made badges along with the black package 5.0 badges. That pretty much sums up. Oh, and on the roof it has a matte black wrap with Motorcraft slogan tried and true since 1972 on top. But yeah, that pretty much is on the outside of the car. Suspension wise, it has it's a performance pack, so it has already upgraded sway bars from the factory, and it has Ford Performance lowering springs all the way around. As part of the big brake upgrade, it has upgraded half shafts on the rear. Inside the car, originally it did have very one-off Recaro seats, but I decided to just keep those. It has a custom center armrest with the same thing as what the roof has. It's a custom wrapped armrest with embossed slogan. The rest of the seats pretty much interior outside from the carbon fiber IP trim out of a Shelby GT500. It was matte cleared to look like this, and along with the Ford Performance shift knob, matte cleared to match, so it has that. I know some people on Bringatrailer thought this was vinyl sticker. It is not. It also has a 72 Motorcraft custom badge there. The car's got full option everything, premium everything, so it's pretty sweet. These have been changed to the red Mustang light up logo. It's kind of bright out. These were originally blue. It has the RGB whatever you could change on the dash. But yeah, this is the Mustang. Let me go ahead and open the hood. Here is the Ford Performance Roush supercharger. Again, it's rated at 750 horsepower. Your horsepower outputs may vary. It has its air resource board EO numbers there, all the warnings there. But yeah, this is the Mustang's engine bay. It also has the Ford Performance hood struts. So what's my thoughts on this car? So far it's been a very good car. As you know, in the previous video, if you've been watching the video series, the car did sell on Bringatrailer, so I'm just waiting for the owner to pick up the car, which I'll put in later in this video. The car obviously runs very reliable, runs like a stock car. It's surprisingly so with a supercharger setup. It is very fast. The handling of the car, because of how much power it puts, I personally would rather go with the full coilover and do some other changes to make the traction work a little better, but the car for what it is amazing to drive. Freeway drives, you know, spirited, you know, 60 mile per hour and up in Mexico drives are very, very fun. Going into corners and whatnot, I'll be honest with you, I haven't had a whole lot of seat time in my particular car, but I've driven a few stock Shelbys and whatnot. With a different tire setup, this car handled amazing. Obviously, the Mickey Thompson tire setup that's currently on right now isn't designed for corners. So going through corners at speed with a little bit of push gets a little bit, you know, a little bit unsettled, but nothing I can't handle. But again, it's on drag tires. So, but before, when it was on the Goodyears, which I have here, handled great, stayed planted the whole time. Like I said, there's little things that I wanted to do on the aftermarket side, changing a few links and a couple of small things that dial it in for more of my personal preference on what I prefer to drive. Looks wise, this car has been amazing to drive around. Going around here in Vegas and Southern California, I get a lot of thumbs up, and cops are always waving hi and stuff, so that's a good thing. Coming from the tuner scene, that's where my roots are at. Cops weren't as receptive to modified cars. I guess with a domestic car, it's a little bit different. I know outside, as long as you're putting together a nice car, let me put it that way. If it's more on the racey side of the domestic crowd, then yeah, cops in here in Vegas don't really care for them. But if they're a little bit more well modified and, you know, tastefully done, then cops are waving hi. And had a few cops, I wasn't able to get it on video, but they were, you know, revving at me and just waving and just having a good laugh. So, you know, all that good stuff. Typically at car meets, the more cars and coffee, the more mature crowd, they do take really well to this car. I get a lot of questions about it, so it's really cool. Driving wise, the car's been solid. It's been to Southern California and back, as you've seen in previous episodes from a while back. Took it on the drive there, came back. It's been down to what city was that? Not Baker, Barstow for smog. Drove it there and back, no problems. Solid car. Obviously, it's still practically a brand new car, but over the year of ownership, I haven't heard any weird creaks, rattles, or anything like that. I know some of the cars that I've owned in the past that are practically brand new, I've heard those weird things. This one has been solid all the way through. I'm really excited to see what they do with the S650 Mustang. I've seen some previews and teasers on the internet with it, so really excited to see how they've been able to level up with the new platform. But in terms of this car, couldn't ask for anything better. It's been a really fun experience putting this together. And then, you know, again, thank you to all the companies that have been involved with the whole process of putting this project together and what we've done together in terms of cross-marketing and co-marketing everything. Definitely do appreciate the opportunities that were presented, and can't wait to work on the next project. Just wanted to say a huge thank you to Ford Motor Company, everybody over there, the design team and the SEMA program people, Ford Performance for pretty much all the mods, most of the mods. Recaro, thank you to Nicole and everybody there for getting the seats. I am keeping the seats, so don't worry, they're not going anywhere. I look forward to using them in a future project or putting them in a really cool gaming rig once I have time to actually play video games. Probably not anytime soon. Huge thank you to Heather and everybody over at Mickey Thompson and everybody over at Goodyear for the tires. Of course, can't ever forget Sid from SB3 Signworks, Steve, my business partner, Willie for transporting before, everybody over at Kaiju Motorsports, thanks for letting me hijack your lift for a week, Brian. Really do appreciate it, and bugging you to use tools and everything that was going on that week. Really do appreciate it. Mobile Weld Specialist Ed, he welded up the brackets for the Recaros. SB3 Coatings, a nice and clean detail. Chloe did an amazing job getting this car prepped for ceramic coating during SEMA, and everybody at SB3 for helping out on the car. Really do appreciate it. Look forward to see what we do for this year and how we can work together. Who else? Alpharex for the headlights, classic design concepts for the wing, air design for small miscellaneous parts here and there. OnetoOne Performance, JP for last minute painting a lot of stuff last year. Ruben for painting the front emblem, super last minute. Literally the Monday? Yeah, Monday before we rolled in, he painted the car, he painted the front emblem early in the morning. I picked it up, put it on, and drove to the show. So that was pretty cool of Ruben to do that, and Preston for allowing him to do that when he was working at your body shop. But yeah, thank you to everybody that's helped with this car and been part of this. Even Eamon, Huey, and all my friends that, you know, if I needed to ride somewhere, and Rodrigo, if I need to ride somewhere to pick up or drop off, they've always made themselves more than available. Thank you so much. This was a whole group effort, not just myself and Steve alone. A lot of us helped contribute to the car. So thank you so much. But yeah, let's go ahead and fast forward and get to where the transport shows up.
One pathetic sob story later.
This is the next morning. The transport unfortunately was late. He had a delay with the other vehicle he was picking up in Southern California, heading back east. But yeah, he's finally here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the car out and get it on its way. Transport is here to pick up the car. He has to unload, I believe, a few cars off there to reshuffle and reorganize for this to go on. He says that there's a race car or two that is really low to the ground, so he has to shuffle and make sure all the cars fit correctly and they'll be safe for their move. But yeah, this is really happening. He's got the car on the bottom unloaded. He's gonna put the Mustang on the top, and this is the car that he has sitting on the bottom. It doesn't run. Pretty dope. Whoa! Unfortunately, the battery ran out and I had to help them spot, so I was more concerned about spotting the car than filming. Apologize about that, but the car made it on safely. I don't know if you saw it in the last clip. He did just drive over the curb. But yeah. Mustang's on there, nice, safe and sound. He's gonna winch this back on so he doesn't need me anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and go about my day. So yeah, it's actually happened. The car is gonna be gone. Pretty crazy. Give you the rest of my overview in just a second. Ah, feels really weird that the car's gone. Really weird. But with that said, look forward to what the next project is. Thanks to the buyer. I don't think he wants to disclose his name. That won the auction on Bringatrailer. Definitely do appreciate the transaction. You made it super easy, so thank you again if you see this video. Fernando's finishing it up, strapping it down and all that. Didn't need to do all that. I gotta get going. Just wanted to take a quick minute to share my thoughts on the car. If I didn't express it earlier, kind of want to give a rating scale for a lot of the cars that I've driven, not even owned, but cars I've owned and driven and all that. The Mustang I would put on a scale of 10, I would say 9 out of 10. There's things that can be improved upon it, but for a street car and for what it is, it was very fun to drive. For me, it's more of the driving dynamic and some of the handling. I know I had really wide tires. It's more of the suspension setup. It wasn't to my personal preference and liking. Some people like it. For straight line, it's amazing. In turns, can be improved upon, but all it really had was a performance package and lowerings and Ford Performance lowering springs. So there's a lot of areas that can be improved upon, but overall the car itself was a blast to drive and very, very comfortable. So I would say 9 out of 10. If you like what the rating was, leave a comment down below. If you didn't think you liked it, comment down below. Again, there's only been about 3 or 4 people that have actually driven the car, and everybody didn't really get on it. So yeah, but overall, again, it's a great car. Enjoyed every minute of it. Every chance I had to drive it, it's been a blast. So really do like it. But yeah, it's time to move on and see what I work on next. I know I got other projects I have to finish up. That over there. But coming soon are these two, and then also some more DIY videos actually on this, the TC, and also the XB. Have some stuff in the works, can't disclose it yet, but hopefully you guys will approve and love it. So until next time, again, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, guys, take care. Thanks so much for watching.